The morning assembly now begins. Good morning, principal, teachers, and fellow schoolmates. Some students are going to share with us.
Good morning, principal, teachers, and fellow schoolmates. We are students from Form 6.
I'm Hokit from 6D.
I'm William from 6D.
I'm Joy from 6C.
I'm Kelly from 6C.
Joyce, could you imagine that some restaurant in the world has signs on their doors stating no blacks, no dogs?
No, I couldn't. Kelly, what is horrible to see that?
Absolutely, it is hard to believe that just around 50 years ago, some cafes and hotels in the U.S. have those signs in their doors. William, isn't it sad?
Kelly, very, very sad indeed. At that time, the U.S. was filled with racism, hatred, and denial. They did not enjoy equal rights in housing, medical care, employment, education, transportation, and so on. Kit, don't you think so?
Right. It has taken far too long for American people to have their very first African-American president, Barack Obama, and Joyce, who has made changes to history.
He was Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was born at a time in the USA when racial segregation was in force. Seeing the inequality, Martin Luther King was addicted to fight from change nonviolence means. So what we can learn from him?
First of all, Martin Luther King was determined to use nonviolence means to achieve peace. He traveled all over the country organizing protests, marches, and sit-ins. He was behind bars many times for his work. However, he never lost hope as he continued to fight for equal rights in a peaceful way.
Apart from that, Martin was able to put himself into other people's shoes. As a black child, he was discriminated for many times. Therefore, he made a special effort to promote equality when he became an adult.
Last but not least, Martin Luther King was grateful, and in 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. However, he refused to take all credit, and as the prize should belong to the thousands of brave people who has taken part in the nonviolent fight for democracy.
Although Martin Luther King is dead, his spirit lives on. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world keep fighting against all sorts of discrimination. Let's promote peace and equality. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. And then I hope that you're feeling well. Although it's drizzling a little bit outside and it's a little bit cool, I think that's the coolest day in the last 3 or 4 months. Well, today I would like to share a story with all of you. And it's about patience and understanding. Well, the doctor was called in for an urgent surgery. And after coming to hospital, he quickly changed his clothes and went to the surgery block. Upon entering the room, he saw the father pacing, waiting for the doctor impatiently. When doctor saw him, he said, or he yelled, actually, he yelled, what took you so long? Where's your sense of responsibility? Don't you know that my son is dying and then he's on the table, he's waiting for you? The doctor answered calmly, "I'm sorry I'm late. I was not in a hospital, and I actually came as quickly as I could." And of course, father couldn't calm down. He continued, he carried on. He said, "It's easy to be calm if your son is not dying, if he is not on the table. What would you do if your son died while he was waiting for the doctor to arrive?" The doctor didn't say anything. He entered the room, and then he continued with the operation. Well, the surgery took a couple of hours, after which the doctor came out very happy, smiling, and then he said, "Thanks God, your son is saved, and if you have any questions, please ask the nurse because I don't have time." Father was outraged. He said, "How could this doctor be so arrogant? He didn't even give me any time to ask any questions about the state of my son." So, well, the doctor left, and very angrily and outrageous parent, he approached the nurse, and, well, he said, "Why the doctor is such an arrogant person? He got late to the operation, and then he left without any sharing with me." Well, the nurse couldn't hold her tears, and then she was crying. She said, "Well, the doctor lost his son. His son died 2 days ago in a car accident. And while he was being called for the operation, he was attending the funeral, the burial of his son. So he actually left the burial and arrived to the hospital as soon as possible to do the operation, to perform the operation. And now that he is finished and he has saved your son, he is going back to the burial." So, well, the moral of this story is never jump to conclusion too quickly, or never judge the people too quickly, because you never know what's going on in their lives, what is happening to them. In our real lives, sometimes we can see friends or classmates who are, without no reason, may get angry or may shout at us, or something bad may happen. And in this case, I think we should be understanding and more patient because we don't know what might be happening in their lives. Same may apply to your family, with your parents, with your mother and dad. Sometimes you may come home and find the parents not being happy, and some conflicts may happen or arguments take place. So you don't know, maybe something has gone wrong at their work, or maybe they were too busy or doing some kind of stuff that you're not aware of. And of course, as students, being between the ages of 12 to 18 in the secondary school, the students may think, or you may think, well, the adults, they don't understand us. The teachers, they don't understand us. Or sometimes peers, the classmates, they don't understand us. I think this story teaches us to be a little bit more understanding, to be a little bit more concerning about other people's. And, well, I think at the end of the day, if you share your opinion and if you try to understand other people better, then in return, they will do the same. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very good day.
This is the end of the morning assembly.